Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons, Planescape Torment, the Enhanced Edition. When we last left off, we actually have now achieved lawful good alignment, which we'll try to keep for the rest of the game. We also have an armor class of -1. That's not bad at all. Also, let's drag everyone into our moving party. Now that looks very important, so I'm not going to go in there just yet. But there are stuff all over the place. Some punch daggers. Some money and a club. Actually, I don't think clubs sell. A lot of trash around here, absolutely. Bone charm, though. Now, let's see. I think you're someone we're looking for. Sour-faced middle-aged man starts when you approach him and reaches for his belt, finding no weapon there. Simply backs away from you. See that beneath his collector's robe, his lower legs and forearms are swathed in filth and crested badge. What do you want? Answers to some questions. Nods but says nothing. You're covered in bandages. What happened to you? Well, I got bit by a ghoul down below when I was looking for stuff to sell off. Down below? He nods. Down the catacombs where all the debtors is. Say, going down there anytime? Perhaps. Why? Because I lost me lucky knife, he grunts angrily and stops his foot. He's been with me for years, right here, points to an empty sheath on his belt. So what happened to it? I was poking around the catacombs below and ran smack into a ghoul. Must have been a straggler, because there's usually more than one. He bit at me face, so I covered up me arms and stabbed him in the eyes. Dropped a bit in me leg before I shaked out the piker off and made it back here. Quite a story. I'll bring back your knife. I see it down there.
Updated my journal.
Would you? I'd be grateful. So I would. It's got me name carved in the handle. I'll take my leave now. Farewell. I'm not going to demand payment, although I think I'm, like, pretty high on the good scale. Let's see. Anything else? I think that is all of the all the trinkets that you can buy or find around here, so gonna go to Quint and sell them off. Want to talk trades. Fist irons, don't need that. Battle axe, don't need that. It's poor quality stiletto. Earring and bracelet, sure. Punch daggers. Actually, before I do that, so friends increases your charisma. I'm just seeing if it might, no, doesn't increase, how much everything's worth. Yeah. Do I want to sell that? Not yet.
Done.
Now I'm sparkly like a vampire. Maybe I'll find a job tomorrow.
Done.
Seamstress's house. Well, don't think she does normal clothes. Nothing here. More needle and thread. Pile of foul-smelling body parts. Arms, leg, torsos, even the occasional head. They all look picked clean. The tub is filled with a mess of rotting body parts. They all look picked clean. That sounds nice. See a blockish woman dressed in heavy burlap robe. She lumbers about the room, her joints popping as she bends over to pick up objects from various tables. Hair is bound back from her head with a bone hairpin. She has a sour, curd face expression. She's mumbling herself in a sing-song voice. Greetings. The woman doesn't appear to hear you. Instead, she stumbles back out of the long tables and picking at the corpses. Come on now, she clicks her teeth. Don't be all difficult on Marta. He's being difficult, isn't he, Marta? Yeah, he is. Yeah, know that feeling. Let's watch what she's doing. From what you can see, she looks like she's digging teeth out of the corpse's mouth. With only her hands and fingernails, that doesn't work. She pulls out a splintered wooden chisel and mallet and thwacks at the gums until the tooth snaps free, and puts it in a bag at her waist. That's terrible. What are you doing? Marta leaps away from the corpse, startled, and gives a piercing shriek. Hey! Catches her breath and hisses angrily at the corpse at the table. If the dead were you were not, you might have had said something earlier. False corpses. Nasty corpse, yes. Have you no shame? Throat voice. You are the one who should be shamed. Knocking out my teeth like that? Have you no respect for that? Now, I'm the one who spoke, not the corpse. How'd you get over there so fastest? She mumbles. Marta, how do you do that? No glimmer, no glimmer. This greybait's blind and near deaf. Marta's still mumbling to herself something about corpses and gratitude, which you don't quite get. Who are you?
Updated my journal.
Marta dids this, one who I was? Aye, he did. She starts humming. Nobody but mine. I'm Marta. Marta the seamstress. Marta. The seamstress. Marta. The seamstress. Turns her away back to the corpse, singing her name to herself. What are you doing? Marta turns back to the corpse with a, I'm trying to get this Burke to give up his stitchies and get his teethies. He's not recuperating, no. She wags her finger as if lecturing a small child. Stubborn as stone he is, Marta? Yes, he is. Stitchies and teethies, what are you talking about? Gotta pull the stitchies out, the teethies, Marta, perhaps you could give me a hand. I have been giving you a hand, old baddie. No need to take that tone with me. Pulling the stitchies and teethies out. Yep, and the thingies inside. No, thingies inside? I think she means organs. I hope she means organs. Thingies. Yeah, thingies. It's all somatics. Marta, why are you pulling out the corpse's teeth and
Updated
stitches?
my journal.
Put it inside, that's what she does. She scratches her head. Aye, Marta, we do. Sticky head and teethies and precious can be turned to jink. Strip the corpses we bring you, they tell Marta. Pull out the teethies, stitchies, thingies in the corpse, strip them cold, and then we sell them to dusties. What do you find in the bodies? Thingies. Others take them. Who? Fat face gimme Quint and the other cunch hobble crunch Pharod in it. Right, Marta? She gives a queer smile and nods. It is, Marta. Pharod, where is he? Where's Pharod? This one asks. He's here, Marta, isn't he? She nods. Pharod is here, Marta. One of the buildings here he is. Let's see here. Well, because we seem to not have any sort of idea of self-body sacredness, let's ask her. Well, can you dig into my body to find anything? Marta swinks at you. Then nods. Marta can do that. Can you, Marta? Yeah, you can. I am not gonna watch this. Where? Marta's studying you as if looking for the best place to crack you open. Let's see. How about my intestines? Anything could be lodged in there. You lie on the table and Marta stands over you, rusty knife at the ready. Good thing that, so many bloodborne diseases don't exist in Dungeons and Dragons. A stabbing pain as she slices in your abdomen. No! And cuts brutally downwards in a saw-like motion. exposing your innards. Despite the pain, you watch in silent, morbid fascination as she plunders your organs, humming to herself. Why did we do this? Ah! There's a retching pain as Marta lifts up a ropey mass of your intestines, blood and other fluids screaming from... Look at this, Marta, look at this! I see. Cut from there, cut from there. Marta makes a small deft incision at the side of the intestines. You hear a ting as something small and metallic strikes the floor.
Updated my journal.
Marta then dumps the soupy mass onto your torso and reaches down to pick up the object. A ring, it appears. She flicks it to you. Pretty, eh, Marta? Yes, Marta shouldn't swallow such a thing. No. Thanks. Was there anything else? Marta shakes her head. Nothing more, eh? Should we try someplace else? Not yet. Farewell. Intestines. A mass of bloody intestine appears to be yours. You have to admit it makes you uncomfortable to see them outside your body. And a twisted ring. +1 to armor class. Ring looks like just 3 rings that have been wrapped around each other. Just looking at it makes you dizzy. So let's see. That's a +1 ring. That's a +2 ring. You can't wear rings, so... Guess if that goes anywhere, it's to you. And we've got 2 people at -1 armor class. Just some questions for you, Marta. First off, can I pull out stitches of corpses? Can I buy some needle and thread from you? Buy? Chink. Ain't here to pick up some. That's what you're here for, ain't you? Pick up the thread, bones, and rattling teethies? No, I'm not here to pick them up, but I'll buy some from you. Stares at the coins in your hand as if not sure what to make them. Shiny, shine. What do they want again, Marta? Marta, what do they want? Can I see what you have? Teeth of the Viper, only usable by Mort. Teeth appear to be a hollow set of fangs, much like that of a viper. Although long removed to their original host, the teeth still drip poison from their sharp tips. Could be useful, but after level 8, I believe Ingris's teeth actually level up, so that wouldn't last too terribly long. But yeah, let me figure out some more stuff. 1 second. Okay, not much else to do, but I am going to ask Marta if I can rest here. Marta home. Marta sleeps here. You can sleep if you want, yes. I don't think Marta has a problem. Do you, Marta? Shakes her head. No, Marta. I don't if you don't. Very well. You have rested for 8 hours. Which means I've got all of my spells back. Okay, you are maxed out on your spells. And what does that one do? Oh, blind. Okay, and you can't learn any other spells. That's all fine.
All right.
Although, 5 seconds per level. And, okay. Buried Village Guard. Let's do the Archway. Pharod is cork cutter. Mind yourself there. Watch your tongue. He's in a foul mood as ever. Thanks. Farewell. Well, looks like we found Pharod.
Done.
Looks like this long quest might be close to over. But before we talk to him, let's make friends. Before you is an elderly man leaning heavily on a crutch. His left leg is twisted as if trying to walk on two directions at once, and to pay the price, his maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He's mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit in the room. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
Ah! The man's eyes light up his ears. Boy, 'tisn't my steady crop of jink come to Pharod, waiting an arm again. Greetings, corpse. He smiles a wicked grin. Have you come to ask Pharod for another jaunt in the mortuary walls? Yes, Pharod, I've returned. Pharod, I've come for information. I've been told that you know something about me. Know something about you? Light in Pharod's eyes dims. He studies you for mumbling slightly. His eyes flicker up and down your frame. Corpse? No? Yes? His eyes mirrors. Ah, no. Pharod, what is it? Pharod's studying with you with dead even gaze. 'Tisn't a murmur's fair, corpse. No time for games. No time for Pharod to play the wheel. What are you talking such things for? I'll tell the truth. I've forgotten myself. I was told to seek you out, that you would know something of me. Eh? Pharod licks his lips. They make a rasping sound like dry parchment on sand. Now who told you such a thing, corpse? Well, no one told me exactly. There were these tattoos on my back. They told me to seek you out, if I ever forgot. Ah, so they little said, so much told. Pharod falls silent. Suddenly you have a feeling that Pharod is dissecting you, like a corpse on a mortuary sub. I know much you would know. Much, yes, much indeed. Pharod smiles slowly, the folds of flesh on his face peeling back like a curtain. What do you know of me? Pharod licks his lips and settles himself onto his crutch like a vulture. No, not free. Questions you ask. His pasty white hands come to tack the edge of his crutch. Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost. Fine, go on, Pharod. Pharod taps the flagstones with the crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies beneath Ragpicker Square. Yeah? Chambers, vaults, corridors, filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there lies something misplaced, something mine. What is it? Small thing, a trinket, such a trifle. As Pharod speaks, his words start echoing as if two people were speaking. You know you've heard them before, from your own lips. It's a sphere made of bronze, ugly, feels like an egg to a touch, and smells of rotten custard. Am I right? Pharod falls deathly silent for a moment, then nods. Yes, how much do you hide from me, corpse? He chuckles. Did you return to see if I remember what it was, or what it is I want? Do you know where the sphere is? Ah, Pharod sighs like shifting sand. And why do you suppose I asked you for a corpse? I do not know where it is. I know it's buried deep, buried deeper than any villager has ever gone. Might as well be in the catacombs where the waters run deep, deep. Well, why don't you get one of your collectors to search for it? Because the corridors need no more dead from the village, Pharod tisks. Strong, flat, fast, clever. These are the qualities my villagers do not have. They go below, they do not return. Perhaps the dead will welcome their own. That's what I think, corpse. And, nope. Very well, I'll do it, but I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket. There's a lot knowing rattling around my brain box. He holds up a withered finger. One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they want it or not. There's much I know about you, much you would want to know. Well, let's see here. Well, I doubt you could tell me anything of value, Pharod. I've learned from another's price of wisdom. For you, I give for free. Man is often wrong about a great many things, and a dead man is one who has been wrong one too many times. Pharod licks his lips. Much do I have to tell you that one would consider of value? Maybe you should tell me what you know, Pharod, or I'll pen your name in the dead book. Yeah, I don't want to be too terribly offensive. Very well, I'll see about finding the sphere for you in exchange for what you know. Very well, deal struck, deal made. Pharod cracks his clutch sharply on the flame. Sphere for a peek at my Brian box. Now, corpse, no time to waste. Go to the gate to the south of the course and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste. Hold a moment, I had some questions before I leave.
Updated my journal.
Then ask. Come, corpse, come. Time's short, and so's my patience. When you greeted me, you said something about me taking on a jaunt to the mortuary. What do you mean? Tell me, corpse. Perhaps the dusties that live here are more to your liking than some sweet-bosomed wench. Pharod taps his crutch on the floor. The clacking echoes through the court. Most forgiven of the dusties. They let you stride in and out as there you please, considering you don't have the decency to stay in the dead book. I wanted to get in the mortuary, but why?
Updated my journal.
Corpse, you were so bent to get there, and now you spilled that you don't even know why you wanted to go there in the first place? Sometimes I wonder why these planes turn. Never mind, I had some other questions. I've heard you found a wealth of bodies, Pharod. Where do they come from? Does a mage tell the secret of his craft? So with the collector. Perhaps I'll tell you, but you must promise that it's for your ears only. Now, if we're trying to get this information for upstairs, and we need at least a 14 charisma to avoid giving a vow, because if we break our vow, even to someone as not great as Pharod here, that would be unlawful. So we're gonna be naughty but nice about it. You're comparing yourself to a mage, Pharod? Yeah, I think you're insulting the craft. Pharod flushes, taps his crushing at the ground. Collecting as much skill as any petting mageling can hold a copper to. Pharod, finding a bunch of dead bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic. It was not the skill that found this place. Pharod's voice raises to a bellow and his fingers tighten around his clutch. Took a sense to find this place and took more sense to make the most of it. The buried village. Come on, that's the secret of all of that?
My journal.
Very well. Pharod taps the flagstones with its sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker Square. Go on. Chambers, vaults, corridors. Pharod gives the faintest of smile, and his eyes gleam like gold. Places black as pitch, filled with the weeping stones and the precious dead, all asleep in their coffins, sleeping. Where did all the dead come from? Pharod affixes you with a lopsided stare. Corpses, corpse, everything dies. Life's so short, but death lasts so very, very long. Many people, many deaths. Such a waste for their deaths to be useless in a dusty's arm, eh? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Pharod smiles greedily. Not all the dead goes to the mortuary gate is fed to the furnace, corpse. Dusties bury some of the dead in the city's bowels, under the village, so near, so close. It's in such a place I would have not been a fool not to see the opportunities. So let me get this straight. You rob the catacombs of the dead that the dustmen place there, then sell them back to the dustmen and bury them again. Pharod nods and chuckles lightly. Sound is like shifting sand. These catacombs are as deep as a dusty's pockets. And as deep as the greed of a man. Oh yes, and the greed of a man is something that will always be counted on when naught else is left, eh? Well, I've got some other questions, maybe. Then ask! I guess no questions. Farewell, Pharod. Yep. So, Pharod's been making his money by stealing his merchandise back from the Dustmen. How nice of him. But that's going to be something for another time. When we come back, I guess we're going to be heading into the catacombs next. Or we'll head up above ground so we can send off the information that we've learned. Either way, have a good one, folks.